So we all know that concerts have been put on hold because of the pandemic. And, the news has come out that there's a vaccine, hopefully that should be coming out. Ticketmaster hasn't released their full plan, but their plan in development is in order for you to be able to go to a Ticketmaster event, they are going to partner with a third-party health information company. And you were either, so the plan is, if approved, after buying a ticket, you would need to show proof that you either had been vaccinated with the COVID-19 vaccination, or that you had tested negative for COVID-19 within a 72-hour period prior to attending the event. So theoretically, this vaccine would provide about 1 year's worth of protection, so kind of similar to like a flu shot. And once you got all that done, that health company would verify that the ticket holder has the correct COVID-19 status. And then after that verification, you would need to get like a certification or something. And then you'd take that to Ticketmaster, then you'd be able to get into the show. So I want to know from you, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I mean, that was one of the items on my list, was the new vaccine or the old vaccine. Because it seemed like a few weeks ago anyway, or up till very recently, all the talk that I had heard, not all of it, but a lot, and I agreed with, was whatever vaccine comes out with Trump's name on it, I ain't interested. Mm-hmm. Right? And so, a day and a half after they confirmed Biden's the man, oh, here's a vaccine. So did they just, they being, the people that really run shit, they go, okay, enough of the clown show. You go right off into the sunset after this, or whatever you're going to go do. We don't really care what the hell you go do. Well, we're all done with you. You got us as far as you're going to take us, baby. And so
I think with the vaccine, from what I've seen and what I've heard, people trust Pfizer, the company that made the vaccine.
Which is in Germany, not in America, by the way.
Well, there's three different vaccines.
Okay.
There's three different companies that have come up with vaccines, but the Pfizer one is kind of the one that they said is 90% reliable.
Right. I just heard that he was trying to take credit for like developing that.
No.
And it's like,
no.
Stop.
So the thing that Trump did is he pushed through billions of dollars that normally companies are like begging for money to get the testing and stuff done. And that's accelerated because basically they've had a blank check that they can go and do. So he did do that. I can't take that away from him. He didn't do anything else but just say, here's all of the money from the Treasury to go do this, which I argue is not necessarily a bad decision. People trust Pfizer. The other two companies I've never heard of, like you said, German company, and one, I don't know where they are, but Pfizer has come up with a lot of legit medical things over the years.
For sure.
They're still a money grubbing pharmaceutical company. There's that. But I don't think that people should look at it as a Trump vaccination, because Pfizer was around way before Trump and will be here way after Trump. Now, I've gone on record to say I am not going to be the first person in line to get a vaccination. If they deem it safe, not by the politicians, but by the medical people, I will get it. Just like I get the flu shot every year. However, I'm not going to be the first guy to go and get it. I want to see what happens with it. I've been quarantined for 8 months, and I'm good. I wear a mask when I go to the grocery store. I'm good. If I'm not in that first wave that gets the vaccine and people start growing a third arm and start speaking Russian and all this other, I can wait until it,
Yeah.
Emily, we've been hunkered down. I don't need to get back out on these streets right away. That's not my main motivation, is to get out there and run and be at a bar until 2 a.m. I'm fine. When the vaccine is safe, I will get it until the medical experts say it is 100% safe.
as close as you can get to 100%.
Is I mean
But no,
the flu shot. I mean people get sick from the flu shot, but you know
for sure. And it's just the tough thing is that, you know, the CDC was the standard up until kind of recently when they shit canned all the people that worked at the top of that and then put in a bunch of morons that just say yes to Orange Daddy at the top.
Right.
And, I mean, when it stopped, when the CDC stopped, the CDC stopped reporting the COVID cases and sent all the information to the White House for approval. I mean, what the hell kind of, in a normal world, like any American would throw up at that idea.
Right.
I mean,
science does not need approval of politicians.
Well,
it doesn't.
It does. It does now.
Well, in 70 days it won't.
Nice.
You
know?
What do you think about Ticketmaster? Do you think they're making a good decision? You think they're making a bad decision?
Well, I think that you're going to get a lot of. I'm curious. You know, are people going to? I mean, every event. Like every stadium is going to want to do the same thing. Every soccer, football, baseball, basketball, every sporting event is right behind this idea. You know they are. Because they all want to get butts back in the seats. You know,
right.
Everybody wants to go back to normal. That would be great. As far as Ticketmaster doing that, you know, they're trying to get out ahead of it. So good for them. How will people respond to that? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are gagging to get back out and go be mushed into a crowd because they're already doing it, you know, even without a vaccine. So, just the whole like now is that's going to be the new, you know, passport.
Normal for everything.
No, but that's going to be the new passport is, are you COVID vaccinated?
Yeah.
You know, before you send your kiddos back to school,
right?
They're going to require that. You know, any kind of sporting event, you know, for the kiddos, they'll make sure you got that, which is not crazy. I mean, hello, they did the same thing back when we went to school and played sports.
Polio and chicken pox.
Yeah, you had to show that you're up on all your shots. I mean, you just did. That was like the first thing you brought to a new school. Was like, here's my non-plague-ridden kid, you know? So that's, you know, now it's just a digital instead of a piece of paper. So I can.
So where do you think
others going? Oh, the mark of the beast.